Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In this video content, we take a look at the latest Chelsea news and our views on it. All news is collected by us from reliable and quality sources. And now to the main content. Mason Mount is battling to be fit to feature at Stamford Bridge on Sunday in what could be his final game for Chelsea, with the midfielder linked with a summer transfer. Interim boss Frank Lampard has a lengthy injury list to contend with, missing Benoit Badiashile, Armando Broja, Raheem Sterling, N'Golo Kante, Marc Cucurella, Ben Chilwell, Reece James, and Marcus Bettinelli. Newcastle are also without a number of familiar faces, with Nick Pope, Emil Kraft, Javier Manquillo, Jamal Lascelles, Matt Ritchie, Joe Linton, and Joe Willock missing. Paul Scholes has warned incoming Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino that he will need to make changes at both ends of the pitch if he is to improve the faltering Blues this summer. I think Pochettino, is going to have to buy a couple of centre-halves, possibly a right-back, possibly a left-back, a whole new back four, Scholes told Premier League Productions. I'm not sure about either goalkeeper, but I think going forward, I always look at a team and I'm excited when they create chances. I think adding a centre-forward to that, they're always going to create chances, and if you've got a team who can score goals, you've always got a chance. Chelsea have endured a horrible season, and it was another night to forget at Old Trafford as the Blues fell to a crushing 4-1 defeat. Fernandes' finish was unbelievably nonchalant, and the Portuguese midfielder celebrated by appearing to make a gesture towards Chelsea's Kepa and placing his hands over his ears. Whatever the meaning behind Fernandes' celebration, it certainly didn't go down well with Argentine star Enzo. The Chelsea star was spotted pushing Sancho and ended up having to be restrained by his teammates. The Morocco international thought a loan switch to Paris Saint-Germain had been completed in January, only to discover the move had fallen apart at the 11th hour. Since that incident occurred, Ziyech has found minutes hard to come by, but he was handed an 8-minute cameo off the bench by Frank Lampard against Manchester United. Following the 4-1 defeat, Ziyech was spotted chatting to United boss Erik ten Hag, with the duo knowing each other because of their respective spells at Ajax. When asked about the details of their conversation, Ten Hag remained coy but did deliver a major hint on Ziyech's future at Chelsea. As quoted by Mail Sport, Ten Hag said, "That's between Hakim and me. We have experienced a lot together, beautiful things," he added, "there is a bond for life. He has to play every week. A footballer like that, in the prime of his life, must be on the pitch." Chelsea are still interested in signing Eintracht Frankfurt attacker Randal Kolo Muani, according to reports. Randal Kolo Muani, who's only 24, has had a phenomenal rise in the past year. The French centre-forward has been on fire this season for German club Frankfurt, scoring 22 goals and making 16 assists in 44 games across all competitions. Now, the speculation is that he could be on the move this summer. Journalist Christian Falk reports that Kolo Muani will make a final decision on his future next month. It is understood that a move to Stamford Bridge is still potentially on the cards, but the player is waiting to see if there will be any discussions with incoming Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino. Chelsea co-owner Todd Boehly is set for a round of important transfer talks after the Champions League final, with Inter Milan keen to get down to the nitty-gritty over the future of Romelu Lukaku, who could yet be given another chance by incoming Blues boss Mauricio Pochettino. Lukaku disappointed at Stamford Bridge last season following a £97.5 million move from the Nerazzurri. He was shipped back to Italy last summer, although the financial aspects of the situation made a loan deal the only feasible option. Despite previously looking as though there was no way back for the Belgian in West London, Pochettino is reportedly exploring the possibility of pushing for a return. Chelsea have recently lacked a cutting edge up top, with only 3 teams scoring fewer than their 37 goals in the Premier League this season. New light has been shed on the situation by Gazzetta dello Sport, who claim that Boehly and co are set for talks to resolve the situation immediately after the Champions League final on June 10. The 22-year-old midfielder has been linked with a number of clubs recently, and the Blues have now made their first move to sign the player. According to a report from Football Insider, Chelsea have offered a 5-year contract to the Uruguayan midfielder, and they have indicated that they are prepared to pay his release clause as well. Chelsea are in desperate need of midfield reinforcements, especially with N'Golo Kante expected to leave the club this summer. The French international will be a free agent in a few weeks, and he has not signed an extension with the Blues. Chelsea must look to sign a quality defensive midfielder to replace him, and Ugarte would be a solid investment. The 22-year-old Uruguayan has proven his quality in European competitions for Sporting CP, and he is ready to make the step up to the Premier League. The midfielder will be tempted to join a big club like Chelsea, and a move to English football could accelerate his development. Chelsea have signed a top-class midfield prospect in Enzo Fernandez, and pairing him with Manuel Ugarte could prove to be a smart decision. The 22-year-old Uruguayan midfielder will allow the Argentine international to operate with more freedom, and play his natural game and dictate the tempo of the game. Ugarte is excellent when it comes to breaking up the play, and he has the skill set to complement Fernandez in the middle of the park. The midfielder has a €60 million release clause in his contract, and Chelsea certainly have the financial muscle to pay up. The Blues have spent significant sums of money since the change of ownership, and they are looking to put together a squad capable of winning major trophies once again. And that is also the last content in today's video. If you enjoy the video, please leave us one like and one subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell to not miss the latest content from us.